OK, Larry, that's the underlay. Are we ready for the boards yet?
We are indeed, remembering that they will need to have been acclimatised. What that means is line them flat on the floor in the room they're to be laid in for at least 72 hours in advance.
Where would we start?
Well, we'll always start at the furthest point from the door. We'll lay the boards with the tongue facing the wall.
The tongue is the overlap and the groove is the underlap, correct?
What a good way of putting it, absolutely right. We need to leave a 12mm space all the way around, so we'll do that by using these spacers here.
OK.
Now, if the wall's a little bit uneven, don't worry, you can adjust the thickness of those spacers. You want them about 60 centimetres apart.
OK, why do we need that gap?
Basically, it's to do with temperature, because the floor will expand and contract as temperatures change. Now, later on, we're going to replace those with a cork expansion strip.
Before you can start laying, you need to check that you're not going to end up with a very narrow strip on the other side of the room. If the end board is too narrow, say less than 25mm, then you'll need to cut the width of the first row to compensate. Any tips for cutting the boards?
It's quite straightforward, really. Use a good saw if you're going to use a hand saw, one with a fine tooth pattern like this one.
What about a jigsaw?
Yep. One thing to remember, always be sure to use a special laminate cutting blade though.
What would you do with your offcuts?
Waste not, want not. Use it to start the next row. That's going to give you offset joins and make the whole thing stronger.
Now, you're not gluing the boards together, Larry?
No. Laminate floor is glueless, Brendan. What it does is it's an angle lock system that just clicks together like that.
Ah, OK. And what are you using the tapping tool for? OK,
well, the tapping block is to help us close the joints. So, lengthwise like this, and across the joins between the boards.
Very good.
If, when you get to the far end, you have a problem getting the block in, that's when you'd use the pull bar.